Hi, I'm Gary Eckstein from organicweb.com.au and I'm a Mailchimp Pro partner. I often get questions around how unsubscribed contacts are managed within Mailchimp itself. So, for example, if a person has unsubscribed themselves in Mailchimp and we do an import from a CSV or Excel file, what happens to that contact? Do they become subscribed again? Do we need to delete the unsubscribed contacts? And so on. Let's go across to Mailchimp. This is my demo account, and I'll just click View Audiences just to demonstrate that I have multiple audiences. Gary's Batteries, organicweb.com.au, and so on. The very important thing to know about unsubscribing in Mailchimp is that when people unsubscribe, they unsubscribe at the audience level. So for example, if I have the same person in Gary's Batteries and organicweb.com.au, and the person unsubscribes from an email, an email marketing campaign sent from OrganicWeb, if they click unsubscribe in that email sent from that audience, they will only be unsubscribed in that audience, not the other audience. So this is a great reason to have a single audience wherever you can. So again, when a person clicks unsubscribe at the bottom of every email sent from Mailchimp, there's an unsubscribe link. When they click that, they are unsubscribed only in the audience from where that email was sent. So that's an important thing to know. Let's go into this audience, and I'll just keep discussing the subject a little bit more because it is worth knowing about. So we can obviously, when I'm viewing my contacts, I can see their email marketing status is unsubscribed. So unsubscribe obviously means they've unsubscribed. There are various ways people can unsubscribe. The one way, as mentioned, is clicking the unsubscribe link in the bottom of an email. The other way is you could manually unsubscribe them by going into a contact's profile and unsubscribing them. The other way is during an import, we can unsubscribe a whole audience or a number, bulk unsubscribe people during the import from CSV, Excel, Google Docs, etc. But now, because this person, for example, Gary plus 14, because that person, that contact, is unsubscribed, there is not a danger in Mailchimp of resubscribing them by mistake, or there's very, very little reason that would happen. It would virtually never happen. For example, if I go into to import someone, so let's do the import. Let's do this. Let's do the import of Gary plus 14, and I'll try and import them as subscribed. And you'll notice that I actually can't change that unsubscribed status. So I'll go Add Contacts. Let's do the import contacts, and for now I will just copy and paste, click continue to upload, and I'll just add the bare minimum for now to demonstrate. Continue to organize. So this status, right, subscribed, unsubscribed, non-subscribed, cleaned. If I try and import that person, remember they were unsubscribed in my audience. If I try to import them as subscribed, and let's just continue, I won't add tags for now, we will continue. Yes, that is the email address field. Click Finalize Import, and let's just import this person so as subscribed, although they were already unsubscribed. So I'll complete the import. Let's just view our contacts. What you'll notice is that Gary plus 14 is still unsubscribed, even though I added them as subscribed. So even if we update their profile, whatever, they will not become, or in almost all circumstances, they will not become subscribed again. If, however, this person subscribes themselves via a Mailchimp embedded form on your website, so if Gary plus 14 goes onto your website and you have a Mailchimp form, so not a plugin on WordPress, nothing like that, or an external form, a Mailchimp embedded form, if the person signs up on that, it will change their status to subscribed. The reason being that it assumes that that person, Gary plus 14, has entered their details and wants to resubscribe, because there are cases where people want to resubscribe. So Mailchimp, there's no need to delete people that are unsubscribed. from your audience. It's self-managing. In fact, you can't delete unsubscribed people from your audience, and if you were to, or in most cases you can't, if you were to delete them, it would actually be a risk, because then when you did your next import, they would be subscribed, and when you sent the email, you'd be breaking the law, because once a person unsubscribes, they've unsubscribed. So again, unsubscribe can't be overwritten via the import. There's no danger in that. The next question, obviously, people have often is, okay, that's fine, but what if the person wants to manage their preferences, what emails they get, how often they get them, and so on? Well, I have a separate video for that. That's something called the Preferences Center. So instead of getting the person to unsubscribe, click unsubscribe, in which case they don't get any of our emails from that audience. If we use the Preferences Center, we can use something called groups to make them choose the options they get. So once they've unsubscribed, just to be clear, we cannot send emails to anyone that is unsubscribed. Even if we try to in Mailchimp, it won't let us send to them. Last but not least, just going back to one of the first things we said, and it is important, that when a person unsubscribes in Mailchimp, they do so at the audience level. So if they are in two audiences, they unsubscribe from an email from one audience, they still subscribe to another audience, and you'll be able to send them emails. But usually that's a legal issue, and you shouldn't be doing it. Thanks for joining me. Please like this video. My name is Gary from organicweb.com.au.